Okay, so now we have to turn our file that we've been working on, our pot file. You can see I've got a pot here that's embellished and I have the drip tray underneath. And we're going to turn that into two files, one for each part. And we're going to export them as STLs so that they can be printed on the 3D printer. You then send those STLs to me and I will check them and then they'll be sent to Mrs. Zimmerman, who will organize for the printing. Okay, so first thing we need to do is isolate one piece of this or the other. So we're going to start with the pot. So down here you can see that I have identified the drip tray and given it a name. You just have to find the drip tray. So as soon as you've clicked on the thing that highlights the whole drip tray, you're going to click on, if you click on the little icon, then it comes up with a menu and you click on hide. And you'll see that the drip tray disappears. Okay, and now I want to select everything, so Control A will select all. That's the Control key and A. I think it also works if you draw across the whole thing, but I always just use Control A. Okay, so now I want to save this as an STL, and in order to save as, we're going to come up to this menu. Next to Solidworks is a little arrow. When you hover over the arrow, the menus appear, and we're going to click File, Save As. I'm happy for the name to be the same. I'm going to move it into the Year 8 folder. And then in this Save As Type section, you must click STL, which is pretty close to the bottom. So STL, and then click Save. Yes, I'm happy to replace. And this is telling you what it's made. So it's turned all of my curves into triangles so that the 3D printer can understand them. And it says, are you sure this is what you want to do? And yes, it is what we want to do. So click yes, and then it will go back to your original file. So we have to go and check that the STL exported correctly. And when I go to the folder that I saved it to, here it is here. And actually, because I have 3D Builder on my computer, I don't know if you do, but I can actually just quickly check that it's not got any errors. So see that? I can have a look at my pot from all the different angles. I'm pretty sure that everything seems to be fine. There can still be a problem with it that has to be fixed, that you won't be able to see, but the 3D printer will detect the problem. If that's the case, then I'll help you to fix it. But that's how we export one piece, and to export the other piece, we just do exactly the same thing, only we hide the pot and we show the drip tray. So there's the drip tray shown again. And now to hide the pot, I think it's probably best to pick the Boss Extrudes. So for me, it's actually a couple of different parts, so I might just highlight everything. No, I'll go through it and get rid of that extrude. There we go. Once I've got rid of the whole pot so it's not visible, then I'm going to do the same thing. So hover on the arrow, File, Save As. Don't want to call it the same thing because it will overwrite. So Root Tray, and then make sure it's an STL file. Make sure it's in the right folder. And save. And it says, this is what it's done. Are you sure? And I say yes. And then I go and double check that that's worked. So I've now got Groot and Groot Tray. When I double click on Groot Tray, 3D Viewer will show me what that looks like. And I can see that it's a tray and it's got a rim, and I'm happy with that. So now, once you've got that, you would send these two files to me, and I will check them and then send them on to the 3D printing room.